Welcome to Prince Magnum and Sketch Squad TV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel and Sketch Squad TV, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. Okay, today here on both channels, being streamed at the very same time, we are going to break this down. How about some poached tilapia? Okay. Now I know some of you out there saying, Prince Magnum, tilapia, it's bland. I get it. Trust me, I understand. I'm going to show you an easy, simple way to get flavor out of tilapia, and it's going to stay. It's going to stay for a long time. It's safe, easy to do. I mean, it's as simple as falling off a log. Okay, I'm not kidding you. Also, because this is also we're streaming at the same time.
Sorry, guys.
On Sketch Squad TV, let me also kind of say, there's something to be said about having a play or two in your life. Please don't tell me we crashed.
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good. All right. There's something to be said about having, if you will, a play or two, I guess you could say, in your life. So if you and the missus or whatever you have in your relationship love to game, this is definitely something. If you like to game a lot, means you may not be getting the most exercise out there, so you might want to consider eating healthy, and this is definitely a healthy dish for you. Okay, something to be said about that. Okay, right over here we have a non-stick pan. It depends on the size. You get the general idea. I want to thank my father-in-law for buying us these amazing pans. I forget what they were, but what do you expect? Okay, let's talk about the fish that we're going to be using for this. This is tilapia. I know a lot of people kind of look down their nose at tilapia. Let me say right now, on both Sketch Squad TV and the Prince Magnum channel, we do support sustainable seafood. Okay, and what do I mean by that? That's seafood that can be aquafarmed. Okay, and tilapia is a great one for that. They're aquafarmed, and the impact on the environment is very minimal. Okay, and there's something to be said about that, because at the rate that we're fishing our oceans right now, in the next few years, we'll only have 20% of our ocean life left in the world. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to overfish our oceans. I got nothing against fishermen, but again, that is super, super, super important that we remember that overfishing is bad for the environment. Okay? Again, nothing against our fishermen. All right?
Hey, what's up, Mixer folks?
Hey, what's going on?
Thanks so much for the follow. She wants XOs.
Right on. Okay, so again, this is a dish that any significant other can do for their other half. On the Prince Magnum channel, we just refer to that as kind of the husband role, because keeping the marriage alive and well, sometimes the husband really needs to step up and keep that romance alive and well, because I'm telling you right now, when the romance goes, most couples don't even argue about money anymore. It's usually about the romance staying alive, and that's one of the main themes of surviving romance. And a husband that can cook generally doesn't have to worry about divorce court. Now, for the traditional, non-traditional sort of, I guess you could say the kind of non-traditional by some American standards, if you are in a homosexual relationship, if it's a man and a man, a woman and a woman, hey, that's fine too. Wherever you fit in that whole scenario of relationship, even in a man and a woman and a woman, there's usually going to be one or the other that kind of fits that role of a husband, or however it works for you. Just apply that husband role to yourself however you want to.
I'm fixing the game here so that way it's not on Fortnite on Mixer.
Alrighty, so while Jamma John is doing his amazing production work, real quick. Let's go ahead and let's start getting underway. We have the cam where it's kind of facing over here a little bit. We have one red onion, good size. When you're looking for when you're looking at onions, just make sure that you get one that has as little blemishes as you can find, kind of hefty for its size, and has a firm feel to it. Okay. Now, one of the number one problems that we all have when we go to cut onions is the fact that they make us cry.
Right.
Onion, like a lot of plant life out there, it can't run away like an animal. It has to resort to chemical warfare. Onions are a great example of this. It releases basically this kind of sulfur compound that gets into the air, and when it hits your eyes, it turns into basically like sulfuric acid. That's why it burns the way that it does. Okay? So I'm going to try to show you the simplest, easiest way to do this.
Hey, what's up, Brandy?
Hey, what's going on?
We're cooking. I'm trying to put it on Mixer here. I'm on Mixer, and we're on multiple platforms. So
Okay.
I'm on Mixer right now, changing the game name to our cooking title.
Basically, we're going to start right down here, opposite of the blossom end. Okay, we're going to start down here. We're going to cut off that end. Just like that. Okay, now you're still going to get some tears, but you're not going to have as.
Are you on the stream doing it? Let me see here. Let's get you produced in there. He's already cutting it. Yeah, he's cutting it. Okay, good.
Just like that.
What's up, sweetheart?
And then we're going to go ahead and cut it from pole to pole.
Pole to pole.
Just like that.
He said pole to pole.
All right.
Prince Magnum.
And then basically that's what you have right like that. Okay.
Like, see? Let me see.
Just like.
Hold it up in there.
Okay. Just like. That.
There you go. Viewers can see now the onion, how you cut it.
Okay.
So that we don't get tears.
So that and basically lay it upside down. Okay. We're not going to. Basically, we're going to go ahead and go with the bigger half because that's just the way sometimes onions cut. Okay. Now I'm going to start right about close to the top.
I don't know.
And I'm going to slice down just like that. We probably should have had another camera on those. But
she wants Exos. I think that's Brandy as well on Mixer.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Thanks for the follow, though.
So we're going to thank you so much for following both channels.
Yeah, follow Prince Magnum, definitely. Come to youtube.com/Prince Magnum and youtube.com/SketchSquadTV. We're multicasting on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. Harry said that twice. We're on like 5 different platforms.
So basically, I split the
Discord, Mixer, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch.
And we're going to go ahead and start cutting. Now, just a big safety tip. Curl your fingers right like that. Okay, wait a minute.
He's showing under the camera right there.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll curl them just like that. And it kind of keeps, it still holds the food in place. And it keeps your fingers safely away.
We'll name it after. I'm sure it's named after.
Okay. So do be careful. Please, I don't want to hear about anybody out there getting themselves hurt. Good night, safety. Whoa, still about to take my freaking fingers off. We'll switch there. We're going to.
Nar, let's not do that on live stream.
No, that was
no one or nothing. Take true path away. It's so sad. I'm sorry. Sorry you're going through some horrible situations there. Come on down. It's like an onion. Yeah, the layers, right? I remember you telling me about that.
Okay. We're going to cut off just
Surviving romance here on the Prince Magnum channel. YouTube.com/Prince Magnum.
You're still going to get some tears on some, but it's not going to be as bad. Because boy, that was
and coffee.
Have coffee.
That's exactly what I was.
All right. So I still got some tears, but it's not as bad as it usually is.
Brandy, come watch my business.
All right, there we go. All right, so now we have the onion done. All right, so we're going to set that aside for right now because
onion's dumb.
Done. Easy.
I'm a dunce.
All right. The next thing that we're going to need is 2 cans.
We're co-facilitating in the kitchen at the same time.
Right. We're going to need 2 cans of evaporated milk. Brand doesn't really matter. Okay. Go right on ahead.
We'll run into you or have me knock coffee or liquid somewhere. Always safety first with the Sketch Squad. When we're doing live driving streams, we also exemplify that as well. So that way you and your sweetheart, when you go down to the food review, when you're doing your own live stream, that you can be safe and return home very safely.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. 2 12-ounce cans of evaporated milk. Now, what's interesting about this is evaporated milk has lost 60% of its moisture and then canned. Okay, so it's going to have a slightly sweeter flavor. Now you see where this is going.
See, this guy's like a scientist with food.
So you get a little bit of sweet, you get a little bit of savory there. All right. Again, just like that. We're going to put that right in, just like that. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and crank the heat up. I'm going to go ahead and take her straight to high because, again, my stove sucks. That's kind of the ongoing joke here on the Prince Magnum channel. And now, SketchSquadTV. We're going to go ahead and set that here.
Impromptu cooking.
Okay. So,
gaming chow for 2.
Yes, gaming chow for 2 on SketchSquadTV.
I'm learning too.
Okay. So, what I have right here is, ironically enough, we're going to talk briefly about some of the items that are going to be going into this for the flavor pack.
I'll be talking over here to that.
Okay.
Because you're not even heard.
All right. I've got 1 full teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Freshly ground black pepper right in. Boom. Just like that.
I wasn't going to put the recipe up on board, but I'm being lazy right now.
We could do that in post-production if need be.
Okay.
Right here, we have 2 full tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. Now, Old Bay is just many different mixtures, kind of put together in kind of like a spice pack, very traditional in seafood. So right in that goes.
Nice.
Right in there. Boom. Okay. And here on the Prince Magnum channel, and now SketchSquadTV, one of the normal salts that we use. When you use salt, kosher salt. Kosher salt, okay? Boom. Just like that, okay? Now, once this comes to a boil, we'll add the onions, let that kind of cook for a few moments, kind of let everything mingle together.
Marry, as my ex would say.
Right. So, as I'm going to do here, I'm going to find me a spatula. This will do just fine. Real quick, let's touch base on non-stick pans. Please use silicone or plastic. Please do not use metal on these things because it will scratch them up. So, and don't use anything abrasive when you're cleaning them because that's bad juju, okay?
Bad juju, don't get screwed.
Let me put it more like this. Non-stick pans, if you scratch them up, using a spatula, you cannot pass that off as black pepper, okay? Don't try that. I heard about a guy who tried that once. So don't do that.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
Exactly. Again, we're going to be using tilapia, very cost-effective and very friendly to the environment to prevent overfishing. Those fishermen, I guarantee, very important. I have nothing against those.
Be right back.
All righty.
You're good at how you are right there. Thanks.
All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and add the onion. Add the onion. Yes.
Like an onion.
All right. We're going to stir that in.
Funyun. There's a bunion.
Okay. We're going to stir that in just a little bit. Again, this will also make a nice sauce on the top of it if you want. And poaching is a wet cooking method. A wet cooking method. Very important. Yeah, it's totally. Yes, this is poached.
We don't harm animals.
Right. Yes.
Survival. Back to the basics. Hunting.
So we're going to go ahead and cover this because a covered pot cooks quicker than an uncovered pot. Okay, so we're going to let that sit, and again, we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple of things real quick. Please note that you see me using custard cups. I definitely recommend that even for the home cook, the normal everyday home cook. The reason being is because you get all of your ingredients together and you're not searching around, fiddling around with the measuring spoons. Get it all measured out beforehand. Get it all set up, ready to go. We don't just do this for the Prince Magnum channel unless it's an impromptu cooking sort of method. Basically where it's like at the last minute, it's like, well, that sounds like a great idea sort of thing. The reason why I suggest doing this is because it saves time. And not a whole lot of people have a whole lot of time this day and age. A lot of people oftentimes feel that, well, the workday never really stops. So do yourself a favor, use some custard cups. Matter of fact, this particular one bought at Walmart for 50 cents. Okay, so that's super, super important. Remember that, folks. You know, it helps. It helps to be organized when you're cooking. Okay, that's also how you prevent cross contamination. And again, you've seen a total of 2 different styles of custard cups right here on the Prince Magnum channel. I'll go ahead and bring those up close. This you can even use for dipping sauces, and of course you can use these as well for dipping sauces. Okay, so just something to think about, folks, something to think about. All right, again, right now we've got our poaching liquid that is right now slowly coming to a boil. Now, the reason why we bring it to a boil, a nice rolling boil, is if there is any bacteria in there, we're going to kill it. Okay, we don't want that bacteria in there to make us sick. And then we're going to drop the fillets in there. We're going to let them sit for about a minute in the poaching liquid to make sure that any bacteria that's settled on the fish is not there anymore. Then we're going to back the heat down and let it cook slowly. You can keep the fish at about 140 to 145 degrees, and it'll be completely safe. And the nice thing about this particular method of cooking, the fish can stay there pretty much all day long, and it won't dry out. That's one of the beauties of poaching. And the longer it stays in there, the more flavor it absorbs. Okay, so something to think about. Again, this is a perfect method for cooking for gamers because it is healthy, very healthy. Okay, tilapia is very healthy. It just gets a bad rap by your more fish connoisseur type people because of the fact that it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. But again, that doesn't mean that the home cook can't inject flavor. Okay, for our for the purposes of surviving romance, again, a husband that can cook stays happy a lot longer with the other half. And it's a great way to catch that other half, if you catch what I mean. Ironic, I mentioned that on a, when we're about to cook.
Right.
Anyhow, I did.
Both pack.
All right. And of course, Jammin' John is very familiar with my cooking. There we go. We are now at a nice rolling boil. Now, you can already smell that. You can already smell. I'm sorry, folks. I keep doing that on these cooking live streams to you all. We're still working on that smell-o-vision thing, okay? Right. So now we're going to come right over and drop our tilapia right in the poaching liquid. We're going to. Doesn't matter if it covers it all the way or not. It will inject this flavor, and this will be wonderful for you and your other half. I am not kidding you. Okay.
You guys have been recently seeing me play some World of Warcraft. We've been doing, we're doing a little behind the scenes right now with it. He's been looking up some lore. We've also been explaining a lot of, conversating about a lot of like old He-Man lore and the theories and relativities to them, as well as continuing forth through a mining grind. And now we're doing a time walk series. So if you guys if you want to jump in when I'm live streaming, we're having Prince Magnum look up the lore as well as from his knowledge and the Wowhead knowledge base. We want to get people involved in playing games and bringing these video games to the sick kids that are in these hospitals, and as well as anybody that just wants to have a fun time with us and chill out. And bringing back to the time walking dungeons. I did a previous series before where I was starting to do custom overlays and helping people get art out and whatnot, as well as continuing forth through the lore and upping my character and leveling up, speccing up, and getting him ready for raid content. So you guys will be seeing that. You'll see the Heroic Dungeon series. You'll see the Time Walk series.
Jammin' John is trying to talk me back into getting into the game again.
And you yourself can get involved as well. We'll put up a link here, the referral link to get the battle chest, and then you can, which is 3 expansions of the game, and then you can get 3 more expansions for free when you accept my recruiter friend. So it only ends up being for like $15, and you get a month of gameplay, and you can play around and stuff, and sign up for Kids Network and stuff, start to work on your own channel, and sign up for Children's Miracle Network while you're playing.
And along with that, at the same time, if gaming is not your thing, along with that, the Prince Magnum channel is now working very closely with SketchSquadTV to help with other types of content and kind of preparing you to at least be able to do what you do best, to show your hobbies, because, you know, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
They say we put on a little video game music, eh?
Yeah, while we're kind of waiting for this to come up.
I should go put the contra on that, dude.
That's one of the next things I'm working on.
Could you continue? What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're
I
good.
interrupt them all the time.
That's all right.
It's not all right. I'm an asshole when I do it.
You know, we are, yeah.
Some Ninja Turtles for you.
There you go. So, there you go, the poached method. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look amazing? Again, we're going to slowly back down on the heat. And pretty much in the next 5 to 10 minutes, that'll be good and done. Just like that, folks.
Cool.
I can pretty well, as soon as this comes down to a decent temperature, pretty much as soon as it comes down to a decent temperature, we could pretty well just about walk away. Keep it on a nice low simmer, and it, you know, it'll stay like this all day long.
Right on, dude. That's badass.
Right. And again, I mean, it's as simple as falling off a log.
It's what?
Simple as falling off a log.
Simple as falling off a log.
Right.
That's funny you said last time.
Yep. That's from off-road.
You got excited, Mike?
I'm working on that one. Again, this is, you know, there you go. Watch your volume, it can get pretty high.
I'm able to mix it right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is, look closely here. This is the mic here. Okay, so I can see the levels. It's way louder, so they're able to actually hear us. Anybody can take it out a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit loud. Take it out 5 decibels.
See, Jammin' John's been teaching me about, you know, this particular end of it all.
Engineering and producing.
Yeah, he does amazing work. And see, that's one of the reasons why we work so well together, because you get to see the on-camera personality and how my dang mind works.
Right.
Kind of spooky, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to go through the Twilight Zone. A journey through Prince Magnum's mind.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
The multiverse. The multiverse series with the Sketch Squad. We should do that. Some weird ghosts. But I want to fuck with some ghosts, so. You want to ghost hunt, don't you?
I've done it.
Just sketch, bro.
I've done it.
Get your spirit mixed up with some fucking sketch-ass ghosts, bro. It'll follow you home, dog. Go through your doors and fuck, yeah. Fuck with you, bro. Bad energy.
Look at that.
That looks good. 25. We want to look up at the average.
There you go. Now you can pretty well get a good look at what we're making. Actually, right underneath the lid. And again, I mean, with this particular setup, it's very aromatic. I mean, it slams you right in the face. Again, for the boyfriends of, you know, that has a sweetheart that he likes to game with, perfect gaming chow. You eat healthy, and then you go in, game hard, because there's nothing.
Sorry, bro, I don't slay that way.
He's a killer. Right?
And that's just being clear, you know, that's it with anybody in their community development. You just, you know, direct your intentions, bro, you know, and like, you can tell, you know what I'm saying, just to be bipartisan about anything, open-minded.
Right. And again, the Prince Magnum channel and Sketch Squad TV is all inclusive, never exclusive, okay? That's actually something I got from AA. All right. We're ready for this, okay? Let's plate up and eat up.
All right, man.
And Princess Faye will have an amazing dish waiting for her the moment she walks through the door.
As long as the Sketch Squad don't clog it all.
You'll be all right. Actually, I'm going to show you.
I'll probably eat this fish and be passing out. You guys won't see no World of Warcraft gameplay tonight.
And I'll get the blame for it, I'm sure.
We'll probably be doing that about 9:30 after we eat. So he'll be doing like Breath of the Wild more than likely until Princess Faye gets home shortly. You got to see them play. Yeah, you want.
For a couple of these.
The song of victory, bro.
Look at that. The way that. And that's just nature of tilapia, how it comes apart like that. Okay?
Just what?
Just the way it comes apart.
It's art, yeah. It's art of the cuisine, man. He's right.
All right, you ready for this?
That's what I learned in culinary art in Puerto Rico. That's all good.
I'll let you be.
Chill down, bro.
Boom. Jim John, would you like to do the honors?
I can't really. There, I'm going to put the. Honors of. Eating it? Yes, sir. You gonna miss yourself some up?
Oh, I'm grabbing some.
Eat up. You gonna watch me eat? That's what my apprenticeship used to say. I was watching me eat. I'm sitting there waiting for something, right? Asking something, you're gonna watch me eat, and then I had to eat. He was an old guy. He was actually very elementary. Gary Britton of the Eclectic Tracks Company in Eugene, Oregon. My studio apprenticeship. Great guy. He plays fiddle.
What's the verdict?
I'm still eating it. Tastes better than the lemon butter. Kind of has that in there though. The onions, dude, are good.
And?
They're cooked perfect.
Told you. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. That wasn't that long at all, and it doesn't cause. It is really clean and neat. Like there's not a lot of mess. It's just food.
And if that isn't enough for you, hold on a second. We'll go one better. Go one better.
The parsley flakes.
Yeah. Dried parsley. Give it a moment.
Let that marry in there.
Yep.
Put a little bit of juice on it. Oh, that's good. And the parsley flakes will absorb it and just fish juice.
There you go. And just like that.
Yes, sir.
See how easy that is? And we can lid this up. It will not dry out.
That is cool, bro. You're adding a new skill set, a bracket of skill sets with cooking with my own self.
Right.
Because I can cook too. But I have to show you my recipes.
There you go. I bet you I could do it.
Yeah, show it to you too. You'd be like, damn, it's easy. Because refried beans.
It's a texture thing for me.
Did it?
Yeah, it's a texture thing. There we go. And
I don't think you ever had it cooked right, man.
Even if you burn it a little bit on the bottom, it's no poop. It's okay because it'll float right to the top. You can skim it right up.
That's good.
Told you. There you go. And again, it's had a
Muy professional, as they say in Puerto Rico.
There's still a ton of fish.
There's a ton of food in there.
Yes. There's still
and that's for under $15 for 4 people.
Well, it depends on the size of the bag of tilapia that you buy, but you can probably...
That's all like common sense, too,
Right.
when you really think about it.
Right. And the coolest part of this is that it doesn't take much to fill you up.
No, because it's nutritional.
And if you wanted, this is perfect also to sit right next to a bowl of white rice or brown rice.
Fuck yeah.
Jasmine rice.
White rice with some soy sauce, make it kind of Chinese fishy.
Yep.
It doesn't even taste like fish, it tastes like meat. It's got good fish. When you taste the fish taste, it actually tastes really good.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's just frozen tilapia burned up.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you can actually get tilapia fillets right at Dollar Tree, 2 for $1.
Tips and tricks and how-tos.
Oh my God.
Fish tilapia. Here on the Sketch Squad and Prince Magnum.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Check out the timeline grind. It's later on, about 9:30.
And be sure to look forward to the return of Project Spirit.
awindustries.webstore.com for latest Razer, NVIDIA, Origin PC, and Discord promotional links. Share cash. Share links, earn cash, guys. Basically what it is. Check out Prince Magnum, Surviving Romance, DIY how-tos, DIY budget hot rodding.
Oh,
Good, huh?
man, that